Browns taking on the New York Jets.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Yeah, Richardson will throw to start out here. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they try to attack.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Richardson back to throw it.
Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Play action. Now Richardson.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And Richardson looks to throw once more. That's caught. This is Abanikanda.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On third down, here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
You talk about this Jets defense.
And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to fix.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
Watson's pass intercepted. The Jets take over.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
19 light.
First and 10, it's Richardson.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Richardson on 2nd and 10.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now it's Richardson.
This is caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here's 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Trap 60, trap 60.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified. I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifting.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay gain. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, dive. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 10-7 our score after 1. 2nd down and 3.
60 vices, 60 vices.
Richardson looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. This is complete to Hawkins. And they work this out past the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We're seeing so far as the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact. short of the sticks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Kenneth Murray able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Browns send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Ready.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest, and with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Richardson.
Zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. 33 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And now off to the races down the right side.
He may go. Nick Chubb.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Browns are back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
Here we go. Start.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now,
it's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 36 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw taken in by Rucker.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Richardson.
Caught. Kelsey, left side. Touchdown. Travis Kelsey with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The Browns drive about to get started. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Watson on first down.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They go with Chubb on second down. Powering his way forward. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
124 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving them a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew's got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
Flushed out right. Room here to run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Richardson looking to throw this.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Now Richardson.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Touchdown, Jets! Travis Kelsey. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Browns 21. St. York to kick off for the Browns.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Browns 21.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
They'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw, Watson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a first down throw, Watson.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, these guys got to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They need 12 here. It's third down.
Now it's Watson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Jets will take over here just shy of the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Second and 5 at the 34-yard line.
On the handoff, Abanikanda.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Brasco 80. Mustang 19. Check, 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 check. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Richardson on 3rd and short. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Baldwin. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to.
And now here's another interception. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
On 1st down, Richardson. This is caught. Touchdown! A great play there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Browns drive about to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now when they're...
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Jets will take over here just shy of the 30.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now Richardson back to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. But they've got to think about.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they'll give to Abanikanda on the option.
Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Go.
Richardson working from the gun.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
For the field goal, a 25-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Quinton Williams breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb.
He's got room past the 30.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Now a give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw is Watson.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth. Desperation time. Watson on fourth down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains.
Again, it's Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
First down, Browns.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
2nd and 10.
Now Watson. Got a man here, it's Bryant. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list.
And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they look to polish it off here in quarter number 4. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. 7 consonants, 1 vowel. Here's Juszczyk. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Looking left sideline. It's complete. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year.
And the Jets are on their way to a sensational 13-0 start as they extend their lead here. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing again is Watson. This is complete to Hawkins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Browns first down.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's got room. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 165 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Watson off play action.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll roll him out right. And now here's another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Jets are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college. So sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. And they will take a knee here.
Okay, ready?
Everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Come on. Hit.
Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show.